Hello everyone, my name is Diego.
Hi, I'm Alexandra.
Today we're going to be interviewing Alex. She's been interning with me for
6 to 7 months.
Yeah. So talk to me about the experience.
So, I knew I wanted to do an internship. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I was definitely all about having an internship during my school year, and especially I really wanted the experience on whatever I was going to do. So I saw 2Gether International's website. Honestly, it was the most welcoming website out of all the ones that I've seen. It was definitely youth targeted and oriented, and that's what really kind of I was like, yes, this is something I can definitely deal with. And actually the one thing that I liked the most out of the entire kind of formation of the internship programs and whatever was that it's the last point said, if you do not make mistakes, you will be fired. And that really struck me. I was like, I love that, because I'm the type of person that, and this goes to everyone, I guess, but I always get so worked up when I do make a mistake, and I always think that it's such a negative thing. I mean, I don't do it on purpose, but when you actually, people consider that as being something that works along with what you do, it really helps. And then I contacted Diego. This was so informal. I was like, oh, I would love to visit. And he was like, yeah, of course, you should come visit. I was like, all right, visit. That, I stuck to the word visit. And so I ended up coming to the office, and it ended up being an interview.
And the first day
The first day. And it was literally the first day I came in and I was put on hands down. It wasn't anything oh my gosh, I can't do this. But it was interesting because the other interns that were there were so welcoming, and the environment was just so warm that I was like, you know what, yeah. And during that time, we had an art exhibit coming up, and so that's why I was kind of it was everything fast-paced, but at the same time, a very good learning experience. And Diego was very patient with my work, and I was very kind of accommodating to what was going on.
This is definitely a fast pace. It's definitely, get your hands into work right away, and I think that it's not for everyone, but when you find the right fit for you, we make it work. If you could say one or two skills that you think you've gained, what would you say those are?
Targeting an audience. That means with words, with content. I would write so big words and make it look so professional and overdone, but at the end of the day, it was targeting the youth, and so it was a transition to alter my language in order to fit that target, and that's definitely something that I can use for the rest of my life with anyone. Video skills, can we just talk about my video editing skills have upgraded, I would say. And I think that's one of the most impressive things that I've been able to do through this, because this video has been edited by me. It's your personal work, and it's so crazy that it goes public and you're the one that created it. Communication. I think communication, but not just with friends and family, but I'm talking about on a more professional level. When there are clients or when there are partners that want to talk to us or have a meeting with us, I think I've definitely learned to kind of talk the right way and engage them the proper way.
Now let's talk about disability. What are some of the things that you've learned in the disability space that you didn't know before?
One of the biggest things is in accessibility. I knew what accessibility meant beforehand, and the whole deal of having specific things accommodated in the real world for disabled individuals.
Yeah.
But it's crazy seeing what is still not in place. It's crazy, because to me, if that was me, I'd been whoa, I need to do something about this now. So the fact that these things are still happening, not only just in America, but worldwide, this is an issue that in America, it's you think it's fine, but there's so many more things to improve on for the disabled community. And also another thing that I think I really learned from this internship is the variety and the array of disabilities that are in this world. Now it's I can tell you what OI is. So things like that, I think it really did help.
Great. No, that's awesome. For any internship or for this internship, what are some pieces of advice that you would give?
Definitely. So for my term here, I really think it's important, or whoever does this internship really does it for the experience and for the knowledge rather than what your personal reward will be, like, materialistic, I would say. Because when I came in here, I literally was raw here for the experience and for growth of knowledge. And so I think what our future interns should have, number one, is communication. I had to get out of my shell in order to, like, be comfortable telling him a couple of things that I didn't want to let him down on. And so I think also being honest,
not being afraid of, like, texting
Yes.
each other. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people feel weird texting, you know, your supervisor or whatever. We text on a daily
almost on a daily basis. Yeah. And it just fits with the internship and with the organization stuff. Maybe if it wasn't, I think it's specific to what we do here.
Thank you so much, Alex. This was great. And if you have any questions, you can
definitely contact me if there's
Alex.
if you're too scared to ask Diego himself. I'm more than willing to open up.
Hopefully we'll see you this summer.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Bye.